personal experience, brief opinion. We made it. Final presentation. Next week, we will be meeting together on April 29th. And that is what I would like everyone to have their personal experience or brief opinion speech ready to go live. Please, please. It's 2 minutes, 5 minutes. That's it. It doesn't have to be long. It's a reflection on something that is something you've been thinking about, something that maybe you've shared with someone else, a great story, the first time you went skiing, or how you drove a standard car. But these first sometimes can make good stories. Or maybe a vacation you took with your family that happened when you were a little child and you never forgot it. Or a favorite relative that you want to speak about. There's so many things you can do that go under the narrative, human experience, personal experience. But just because it says personal does not mean private or secrets. You are still in charge. Your comfort level is very important, what you will share with us. But something that you are willing to share and you feel like it's important to you. Or a brief opinion. Maybe some of you have such strong opinions on a certain topic that we've talked about in this class, or it's in the news, or just something you've been thinking about and you think, I want to talk about that. And please do it like a sound-off speech with like passion and energy, but still 2 to 5 minutes. Those will be brief, and those will be exciting after our long semester. We've had the in the news, informative, speech of history, persuasion, broadcast interview, and now this. So it comes at the end of the line in the caboose for a reason, because again, it might be something you were just thinking about. You think, I want to share this. And that'll be on Zoom on April 29th. Now, I said, and I mean it, we will have a May 6th. May 6th is not for everyone. May 6th are for those students who need to complete that legacy of presentations. And on April 29th, if anyone has their broadcast interview, especially if you're going to do it live, like Camden did with Allison, that was the coolest thing ever, please tell me, just do it, yeah. We'll start off with the personal experience and brief opinion students, and then we'll go into the interviews. So, or like Samantha did, she shared her screen, and she taught me how to share the screen. So I shared my screen with her, and she played her video that was pre-recorded, but it was fun to see it together. Most of your speeches I see for the interview will be put into VoiceThread in week 10, and you just download them in there or upload them from, I'm not sure, but put them there, post them there, and we can see them. And I'm so excited about those. So April 29th, personal experience, brief opinion. If you need to, if you'd like to, I mean, I'm not even saying need, would like to do your broadcast interview then, we'll do it at the end of our time together, but I would love it. And on that day, I'm in no hurry. I don't have a meeting at 2 o'clock, so I could even stay later if you just want to plan on doing it a little later. So something that you might want to think about. And then May 6th is like the net. It's just to catch everyone in, because I know some of you are behind or you haven't completed the assignment. Some of you are completely done except for the last one, and that's great. But May 6th, we should have a little bit more relaxed time together, because it's going to be for those students who just need just that space, have that space. And so many of you have had like different experiences this semester, different stories, different things happening in your family, with your own health, etc. And they've all been rich and wonderful. In fact, you might want to do your personal experience speech about what has been happening to you in the last year, and how are you faring, and how's your family doing, etc. And where's the silver lining? And I have a silver lining, because I see so much goodness, and I see people donating more and being involved in their communities. But my heart breaks so hard for the people who passed away, and for loved ones who got so sick, and they may be sick for the rest of their lives. It really is heartbreaking. I know it's over 500,000 in the United States. I think globally, I think I heard 3 million people globally have died of COVID-19, but maybe that's an exaggeration. I listen to NPR a lot, but who knows, you know what I'm hearing. But I just know that there's a lot of grief, and there's a lot of heartache, and there's a lot of grieving. But I have a lot of gratitude. I am so lucky to have been connected to you. I'm so lucky to have your energy in my world. I'm so lucky to have my own health in my family, my grandchildren, and my neighbors, and my friends. And I'm very optimistic about the future. So I'm looking forward to what comes next. The other thing I wanted to mention is that it's registration time. Now, if you're going into a 4-year school, you would probably find out about now or the beginning of May when you register for those classes and how are they going to look, what modality. Are they all online? Are they like we are, synchronous online with Zoom every other week? Are they hybrid, that you're going to be in the classroom part of the time, but online the next week? Like, how's it going to be? Bristol Community College is going to do all three. They're going to have asynchronous classes, they're going to have synchronous classes, so you have to look at the date and the time for those, just like with our class here. And they're going to have hybrids, where students will be going in maybe every other week. The lab sciences have been going on since the summertime, and they're very careful. And Bristol Community College is doing a good job of PPE and those plexiglass screens and masks everywhere and lots of sanitized, like Purell type stations and encouraging hand washing. But you really have to do it. You have to do it. You have to bring in your own mask. You have to be aware of people close to you, not breathing on each other, washing your hands. This is going to be for the rest of your life, I don't know if you'll be wearing masks forever, but I think I might be, because I get it. I certainly don't want to make anyone else sick. I did get the vaccine, but doesn't mean I can't get COVID-19. It's just hopefully if I do get it, it keeps me out of the hospital and on a ventilator and not dying from it right now, because I don't want to die right now. No, that's not my plan. But I could still get sick and pass it on. So, but it will be exciting to be back in the classroom. I think I'll be back in the classroom a year from now, probably spring 2022. I'll be back in. I am craving one-on-ones and breathing in the same airspace, etc. Although our Zoom classes have been quite terrific too. So, there's good in everything. So, personal experience, brief opinion, April 29th. Please be there. There's flexibility in the time. I know we start at 11. Some students can't come in until noon, and that's fine too. We'll do all the ones we have, right? And then whoever comes, and then we will say, hey, does anyone want to do their broadcast interview now? And if it's somebody that can't wait, like if somebody like you have as a guest and you really have to do it at 11 o'clock, just say so. But I'm just trying to figure in my mind how we're going to be fair to everybody. But I can't wait. If you want doing it live, I want to tell you, when Camden did it live with Allison, and when Samantha shared hers with her girlfriend and the baby, I was over the moon excited, because I thought, these are real. These are real. Now, having said that, the students who posted to the voice thread, those are for perpetuity. Those are forever, and I love them. You should be very proud of your work. Okay, always make yourself proud. So registration, April 29th is our Zoom, May 6th is our catch-up day, and everyone is welcome to come in to watch it. And if you've finished with your presentation, it's still your class. And then I will open up the final exam, which I talked a little bit about in last Zoom class, on April 25th. And the big thing about the final exam, it's based on the 13 chapters of the book that I assigned every week. Well, not now. Right now we're just doing discussion boards, but, and we have one more journal to do. The week after the personal experience brief opinion, there will be a journal. There is no journal to do connected to the interviews. Okay, so the final exam. So the final exam, the big thing about it is there's 50 questions. You do not have to do it all at the same time, but you have to, every time you select an answer, save it. In the little corner, there's a save button, save it. Just keep saving it. So then when you go back to open it up again, they're all saved. And you do not submit until the very end. And at the very end of those 50 questions, you will see a save and submit button. That's when you're totally done. And it's not due until May 14th. So take all the time you need, get it done, go through it again. It is 20% of your grade, I think, or maybe it's 10%. See how much I know about the classes I create. I just know it's important to do. If you've had, on your speeches, if you've had 80, 90s, and 100s this whole semester, so you're looking at an B, or you're looking at an A or an A minus, you do not want to lose points on the final exam. The final exam will not cripple you if you've been doing everything so well. but it could affect you a little bit. So you just make yourself proud. All right. I'll see you. I'll see you. You know, I'm standing in front of my dining room, and I was just thinking today, and I was dusting it, right? Clean your house. And I have not used this dining room with people since December 2019. I know. And that's such a minor thing. It's so minor, so minor, so minor. But, you know, you realize how many of us have, like, changed our lives, and from small little changes to huge changes. And a number of students I have 143 students this semester, and maybe 20% have been writing to me recently, telling me about really sad stories that have been happening in their lives. And my family has experienced death too, and a lot of sickness, a lot of people getting COVID. And I'm always worried about the long haulers, right? And just managing how they're going to manage in the future. But for right now, we're good. And for now, we're going to be getting our speeches ready. And for right now, we're going to be finishing off this semester, and we're going to get a good GPA, and we're going to move on. We're going to move on, either right out of BCC into your future school, or you're going to continue with Bristol Community College. In any case, I'm glad we were in class together, and I am really looking forward to the day that I start, like, just seeing you around someplace, right? In airports, in hospitals, in beaches, at Bristol Community College, and I think, I know you, because we will be destined to see each other again, and like, yay! All right, take care.